What is going on, fam? We're here again, day 905 in a row. It's a Wednesday, and we have some Q&A with Senior FutureMark. See you in a moment.
Some night when the world stops hating, we're going to find a way. And I'll keep waiting until we find that day. Yeah, I bet I'll keep saying, I'll keep playing. Oh, until you meet us one day. Yeah. Time to stop the hate. Stop the hate. Let's stop the hate, hey, yeah. It might be late, but let's stop the hate.
It's Wednesday. It's Mark Pyers. And it's Renaissance Man.
For another way
To ease my mind and help my living. It's Renaissance Man. It's the daily variety show, Mark Pyers, Renaissance Man. I'm here to connect with you, to amplify your current state. And I'm here with you on day 905 in a row. Jeez, we're in the 8s for 100 days. So now we're in the 9s. Day 905 in a row, and we have some FutureMark. I mean, we have to, right? I mean, it's kind of like what we've been doing lately is a little FutureMark. So we'll see how it goes. Honestly, I'm not sure what we're going to do yet. This is the show. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, we're going to do something, and then we don't do it at all. So let's see how the show goes and if I feel up to it. But at the moment, my plan is to break out the FutureMark and answer your questions and, of course, give you the information that you've been craving for centuries. I mean, seriously, if you think about it, we've been here 20,021 years into the future, and I've experienced 700 years beyond you guys, 748 years to be exact. And when it comes down to it, there's knowledge within this noggin that could benefit you. So we're going to get into your questions most likely. It is Wednesday here in Connecticut. I know you're in Australia, Cheryl, so Wednesday's maybe Thursday for you. Or maybe it's Tuesday. I don't freaking know how it works. Just like you're probably saying, it's Wednesday? Yeah, it's Wednesday where I am. But this world is crazy. You're somewhere and then you're like, where is it? What am I doing? Yeah. Anyway, how's everybody doing? I dropped a piece of music for you earlier, and then I also dropped a couple of shorts today. Like little... I'm going to actually play you one of them, because I can show you the Time Machine guy without having to go through the 30-minute Time Machine bit. Although, honestly, all of them are so freaking good. Like, I could watch them all. I'm thinking about making a movie out of it and putting them all together. What do you think? Grandma JJ, how are you? Moment of Truth, how are you? Fatima, how are you? Let's see who else. Ernest, I see you. Red, I see you. All right, let's see what we have here. I'm looking for the thing I did 2 of them today that I thought were pretty funny. Oh, I see you. Red. Hold on a minute. So these are the two things I did today. I'll play you the one that actually got some views. Honestly, of the two, I mean, honestly, I guess it makes sense that this one got a lot of views. Not a lot, 51. That's a pretty decent amount for us for the 6 hours. Check this out.
All right, girls, let's go. Let's go. Come on, ladies.
You could thank Bill Gates for that one. Yeah.
Oh,
He
it comes
finally
through short.
accomplished what he wanted to, which was depopulation. It worked out for him. Not for everybody else. Just for Bill Gates. Yeah. Oh, I got one my way. I figured it out. Melinda, you don't want to see me anymore? No, nobody wants to see you anymore, you creeper. We'll go back to Epstein's Island. How about that? No, we don't talk about that. Oh, he's a super genius. He knows everything about the CV. What the hell does he freaking know? He's not a doctor. Are you kidding me? He's terrible at what he did originally. Stole software and then had viruses all over that couldn't be solved. What happens to the Statue of Liberty? It's actually melted down. Yeah, it was racist. Oh, this used to be the Statue of Liberty. Like, what was that? Like, well, it was this offensive. I still go with this whole thing about it being offensive. I didn't see it because I lived in a timeline where I went back and I was like, that was about freedom. But no, there's a period of time where people just believe.
Oh my goodness, that's the problem with those shorts. They're not very long, and you're like, oh, I'm just getting into it, and it's over. It also looks better full screen. I'm not going to play you the other one because it just does not look right. So we are 5 episodes into the Back to the FutureMark series, and it would only make sense that we continue our run. So, without further ado, let's just pretend for a second that it all makes sense. This is our background from last. Okay, so this is our background from the last time we did this. But maybe thinking something different this time. I mean, we have to always change our backdrop. You guys know this. We can't keep the same backdrop for a new FutureMark episode because then all of a sudden we've got 2 of the same looking episodes. Can't happen. That's a Telefriffin thing to do, by the way. What are you like Telefriffin now all of a sudden? Unbelievable. All right, so how do we do this? I had it last time. I just don't know where I put it. Let's go back to I started working on putting the album together, guys, last night. I'm only like 2 songs short of making it happen, so I'll probably finish that tonight. We're going to do the tuber, and we're going to look for Star Wars landscapes. Yeah. That's what we've been working with here. Somebody from TikTok goes, that looks like a Battlefront backdrop. I said, it's a Star Wars backdrop. He goes, exactly. I was like, oh, that's right. Battlefront's a game, and someone just took it and rocked with it. And you know what? We used it. Thanks for coming out. Now, this is the one we have to work with tonight because we don't have any other options. Well, we do have one other option. Hold on a minute. That's the close-up of that. Okay. I'm trying to see if we could do something different besides this one because it's just not as cool. But you know what? We're working with what we got. Episode 6 brings us to what could be the final landscape of Telefriffin. Let's see. Copy video URL. Okay, here we go. I found it. Yeah, now we're going to roll with it. Here we go. Bam, jiggity boo. Look at that. All right, so. Are we running? Yeah, we're running. Alrighty then. Of course, I'm not prepared. You know what? I'm going to play you a clip. We got to find a way to use these. Gosh almighty.
Federica Bagali. I am the greatest Harvard ball champion in the world in 2769. But of course, it is the greatest Hollywood ball champion in the world.
Wouldn't have glasses like that if I was French. That's not a Bagali thing. But this is sort of a Bagali mustache right here. If we decide to go Bagali and just be like, Federica Bagali, Bagali.
My name is Federica Bagali. I am the greatest hoverball player in the world.
Oh my goodness, I'm out of my stinking mind. So, let's get into a little Q&A. But first things first, because I need to get this freaking thing set up over here, obviously. Let's play a track. How about that? How about we play a track real quick? Give me a chance to get my old toboggan butt into gear over here. I'm going to play you something shorter and sweeter than a sweetie squirt. Whatever that is. Summer Serenade. So we dropped yesterday. Till the world stops spinning. Fire. You only get one moment. Another goodie. Time slips away. Yep, it sure does. You can go now. That's the moment where we stop. We're like, it's the same old You know what I'm saying. But we don't go there. No, we don't do that. That one we should probably play because it's only 5 minutes long. I'm going to play you something, though. Time to Rebel. Yep. That's where we're going. That's the one where yesterday we were like, oh my goodness, guys. By the way, I think I'm starting the album off with this song. Tell me what you think. If this was the first song on the album, would you be like, oh, I don't disagree? Let me know what you think over here. This is called Time to Rebel. By Menon. Not really. Come on, give me some love over here.
I fear another day is coming and we're all alone. Alone from the truth, it's not coming to us. No, we can't get it, and they're not giving it to us. No, we got to rebel. We got to rebel and find a way to get it. Maybe show up here and hear it. I don't know, but I'm done. I'm done with all the lies. I will rise and I will scream it out loud. I'm screaming out loud. Does anyone hear? Do they hear me when I let it all out? I let my greatest shout out. It's like a deafening roar from shore to shore. You just need to open up your ears. Open up your mind and hear it and feel it and be part of the change. Cause nothing's gonna stop me now. I'm just getting going. I'm just getting into the flow.
you never know. Do you know? You never go until you go. It's time to go. You got to flow and go your own pace, and nothing's gonna stop you if you decide to run. You're running from you. There's nowhere to go. You're running from a shadow. You can get away from yourself. But you keep trying. Disguising all the lying. Now's your time to come alive. Time to come alive. We've got to rebel. Go tell everyone you know, everyone you see. And screaming loud, out loud, and let the world know what you're all about. What you're all about.
Good starting song, I think, guys. Don't you think? That's probably a good song. You know, I'm realizing is we're here in Endor, or wherever the frig. Yeah, just playing some tracks. Going through the old catalog, yeah. We got a new album coming out this week. That song's on it. Yeah. So I thought what I would do is do some FutureMark for you. Who's up for it? Does anybody have any questions for FutureMark tonight? I mean, we could get into it and just be like, yippity yappity you, and see how it goes. Look, at the end of the day, you have to understand I'm from the future. Back to the FutureMark. This is episode 6, and of course, we are here to answer the tough questions that people really want to know. You know, like where are we in 50, 100, 200 years? You know, what does Putin do? You know, does Sleep Sofa Joe fall down the stairs? You know, questions like that. Actually, we shouldn't do any politics. No politics at all. But look, FutureMark is here to give you the inside information. Look, I'm a Biff. Basically, I'm just doing the old Biffaroo on you. Yeah. Look, if you grew up and your name was Biff, what's Biff's last name, guys? Biff. Freaking Biff. Telefriffrin, did you just change my background on me? Hold on a minute. So, let me do something real quick. I'm going to start us back where we were originally. There we go. So, welcome back. Hold on a second there, people. Thanks for coming out. Let's see if I can boost this up without going into the... If it sounds echoey at all, let me know so I can fix this friggin' thing, okay, over there? Hold on now a minute. I'm going to try to bring this up higher so it doesn't... Maybe it doesn't echo as much as if it gets closer to my Fatcheroo. Yeah, he brought it up to his Fatcheroo and it sounded better. Good. Glad that we did the Fatcheroo and you got some benefit out of it. Let's see, is that any better when you hear me talk? Sorry. Gotta do the old clear-a-roo, clearing it out. Hold on a minute. Oops. I just don't want to see you. Like, I don't want to see this, like, thing over there, you know? I mean, like, what is going on over there, right? Hold on a second. Technical difficulties. Give me a moment there, thanks. That works. That works-ish. That's an ish work. Hold on a minute. I can't do it like that. It's pushing off to the side. Sandra, you're going to have me do the lavalier myself? No, Telefriffin, don't cover for her. She's terrible. She sees me here, like, fuddling around, trying to find, you know, the right connection for the lav. And she's going to sit there and be like, working on my nails. Your nails look fine, okay? I know you went already to the Asian spa right before showtime. You're going to do that right before showtime, and then when I'm about to do the most important part, which is to say, it's back to the future, Mark, you're going to sit there and go, did they give you one of those, like, little files? So you could be like, and call your husband? I know you like to call your husband and check on him. How's he doing? You weren't calling. What were you doing then? You were playing Tetris? That game's so... Why would you be playing Tetris? I was there when that was invented. Sandra, I took a time machine back, went a little too far. It was like the Bruce Lee thing. I'm back all of a sudden. I'm in the room with Yamaguchi Shikugi as he created Tetris. I'm sitting there and I said, move the block down and then slide it over right at the very end to create a full level and let those blocks fall down a little bit because you can't go too high. If you go too high and you hit the top, Sandra, I think you know what happens. That's right. Game over. Anyway, look, it's almost game over for you because I think you are Bush League sitting over there on the sideline like, let me do my nails. Again, like nobody is up close enough looking at your nails like that but you. Don't you think it's a little weird that you're going like this? Nobody's doing that to you. No. Yeah. What, you tell me when the last time that happened. You're full of it. Nobody does that. I've never walked up to a person in my life and be like, excuse me, when I shake your hand, can I take your hand and look at it and go like this? I love your cuticle to nail polish ratio. That was a good ratio you picked. Did you get that one on Pinterest? How did you find that? Again, I was there when the creation of Pinterest took place. Kind of was doing a skipperoo around the timelines. And you know, I can't go into the future, only into the past. Classification, stage 2. I don't have the ability to go higher into the stage 3, stage 4, which is into the future, and see when we go into the sector 9 is what they call it. That's when basically the last 7 people go and create their own civilizations within the civilization, and then there's 0 people left except for the clones. And it's a clone war situation. So we're going to get into that one. But look, I want to try to get to some questions here, and I apologize because I'm dealing with a Sandra situation. And if you guys know anything about Sandra, she's just freaking stinking terrible. I'm sitting here trying to fix my collar so I can do my Futurecast. And she's going to sit there like that with her cute... No! Okay, do me a favor. If you can't beat the next level, let me know. I'm coming over. I'm pretty darn good at Tetris. Again, I was there with the creator. So just let me know, okay? What level are you on? You're only 13? Are you kidding me? You can't beat level 13 Tetris? That's ridiculous. That level is so simple. I do it with one arm and with one eye over there while the other one's... I'm looking over at Julie when I go back to the campfire. And I got one eye on Tetris. And I'm just bringing over the blocks. Telefriffin! You changed my background! I'm right in the middle of the Futurecast. I was about to share the most exciting detail of all, Telefriffin, and you freaking changed the background on me? Where's McGreedyson when you need him? I thought you guys were double teaming the FutureMark, the Back to the FutureMark series. You're not going to double team? Where's our number 2? Oh, he's going number 2. I didn't know. I thought that he was just skipping out on us today. So he's just in the bathroom right now? That's fine. Telefriffin, don't change the scene. I'm in a moment. When I'm in a moment, you don't cut me out of that moment. You don't change the scene. All of a sudden, I forget the FutureCast moment that I was on. I was right in the process of giving them some gold again. I was about to share the story about the time that China goes to. We're not gonna get into that one though now, because you made me feel really negative about getting into that topic. Nobody wants to talk about the next World War. No. Nobody wants to hear about it after you act like that. When's McGreedyson getting out? Oh, what did he eat? Oh, that's disgusting. Look, I don't want to hear any more. All right, just do me a favor. Tell me when we're live. No, Susan, you keep doing your nails. I'm fine now. You see, I fixed it's a little weird. I can see it. I don't want to see it. So, I mean, you should be doing your job right now. Where are you in this situation? Can't believe this. I'm here. I'm getting paid SAG minimums to come out here and tell my story. You want me to tell the story of the future, and you're going to sit there and do and you're going to go over there and tell me McGreedyson's in the bathroom doing a number 2? I was asking where our number 2 is. The second director. You tell me he's doing a number 2, he's in the bathroom doing a number 2. I don't figure it out until later. Like I'm in the middle of a scene and the backdrop all of a sudden switches. Like, how can you be so terrible as a director? Ed Wood. What, are you going for the 8th consecutive year Ed Wood Award winner? Or is it 9th? I forget. I forget how many years in a row you've won the Ed Wood Award. I know it's a lot. I think you have the most in history. You're like the Christopher Walken of Saturday Night Live with the Ed Wood Award. The most in history. Yeah. Anyway, let's see if we can get to some questions here and try to lighten up the load, because Telefriffin, you're taking me out of the mood. And Susan, I don't even want to talk to you with your dumb nails. What? They're fake nails? You added the add-on nails? You just put them on with stick-ons? They're stick-on nails? And you're doing one of these? Like, I gotta make sure they're perfect. They freaking came from a factory. Are you kidding me? Oh my, I think the pinky one is a little, you're the one who's a little, you're sitting there in the middle of production. And you're gonna do that? Bush League, that's all I can say. This entire thing. This production off a mountaintop. Look, I may just go back in my time machine and get the hell out of here. I don't have time for this type of incompetence. Randy Telefriffin, no, he's real. Don't worry about it. He's really like, you ever seen the movie Full Metal Jacket? Yeah, it's a great movie. Oh, he's as good as that director. Really? He's that good? He's the director of Full Metal Jacket? Isn't that Scorsese? I don't know who did Full Metal Jacket. Whoever did it did a great job. Telefriffin. I got Telefriffin. I'm there. I'm trying to do a scene. Susan won't help me with my microphone. Telefriffin's being a Telefriffin. He's there, he's just looking past me. Telefriffin. I'm the talent sitting in front of you trying to tell my story about the past. And you're looking right through me like there's a beautiful woman behind me. Is there a beautiful woman? What are we doing? I don't understand. Oh, but watch, we're going to change the scene right while he's in the middle of a future cast. Susan, don't laugh. Unbelievable. You can't help me with the lavalier mic? You can sit there and laugh while you look at your nails? Why did you pick the multiple nail color combination? What's the deal with that? You couldn't order stick-on nails that were all the same color? You had to go with the crayons selection? Oh, yellow, green, blue, red, orange. What? What is that? Are you 6? You can't do your job. You're sitting there looking at your crayon nails. Husbands, you don't call your husbands. You're playing Tetris. I rest my case. Anyway, look, Telefriffin, just don't change the scene again. And let's get into some questions here. This is Back to the Future, Mark. Episode 6, and we're about to get into it. Tonight, this is another Q&A, and I just want to say one thing to you. If you're here today, you've done something right. And that's FutureMark's quote to you every time we're live, so don't forget that. But anyway, let's see what kind of questions we have tonight. Anybody there with any questions? Look, I'm going to start from the bottom, so I need you guys to say your questions right now, because when FutureMark gets off the time machine, through the black hole, time machined, out of here,
into the forests of Endor, which is really a place, you gotta give respect and allow him to speak his piece and tell you the future. Look, not a 8-ball future, like I've been there, lived there, and I'm back to tell you about it. That type of future. Anyway, let's see what kind of questions we have here, if there are any. Any questions that have come through from the Renaissance family chat? I'm here, thank goodness that I am here tonight, and I'm able to answer these questions for you without a, let's just say it, a bodyguard. Yeah, like I guess someone could try to take me out. I'm here trying to tell you the future. You can't tell us the future. Future, no one's allowed to tell you. You can change the future. You can't change the future. You didn't go over that last time. You guys knew about Terminator. You still did it. Dummies. Oh, yeah, let's see if we can actually turn it around and we can control the AI. Didn't you see Terminator 1 through 57? They all say the same story. Man dies. Terminator. Oh, yeah, thanks for making me into a machine. Machine kills man. Oh, I got an idea. AI's really cool. What is wrong with you? I'm in 2769. Only people left are me and 6 other people. Everybody else died from friggin' Arnold Schwarzenegger. And then no, I'm safe. Nope. But look, that's what happened. You can't fault people for thinking, the government tells me the truth. It happens all the time. Anyway, let's see what questions we have. Oh, yeah, so Juniper Berry says, does the president currently in office actually make guns illegal? And the simple answer is no, he tries to. He forgets what he's saying halfway to the water fountain, and he poops his pants. Into a double diaper, though, so don't worry about it. He's safe from the spillover. Wait, hold on a second. I'm sorry, I got that wrong. It was a triple diaper. And when you got a triple diaper situation going on, you got to really have a bad accident in order for it to become an issue for those around you. So he was okay. Bottom line, though, he forgot about it on the way. And so, no, you're good. Don't worry about it. Let's see if there is any other questions here. Any other questions that we can answer for you? FutureMark is here to answer the tough questions that you may have. Anybody? Bueller? I'm scrolling back a little to see if there's anything that I missed. Juniper. It was a triple diaper situation. Here's a question from Moment of Truth. I got to tell you, Moment of Truth had some amazing questions yesterday for the 5th episode of Back to the Future Mark. So let's get to Moment of Truth's first question of the evening. Hey, Future Mark, is Bigfoot real? Abso-friggin-lutely. You didn't see Chewbacca? Let me explain something to you. Chewbacca was designed off of a future version of Bigfoot. Bigfoot winds up being the governor of Colorado. It's a small town in Colorado Springs outside. Yeah, Bigfoot becomes the governor. And that's what they get respect after that. And we realize that they can talk. And they actually, they're not as smart as you and me, but they're pretty darn smart. They can knock down walls. There's a guy named Sonny the Fists that can take down a pyramid. There's a couple Bigfoot that have been known to take down pyramids, okay? They don't have fists as big as that guy, but they're still pretty ferocious, yeah. But it's a simple answer, yes. Absolutely, there are Bigfoot. There are a couple of humans that are eaten by Bigfoot, but not really. Look, they get along. That was just a situation where the human was being a jerk, and he was like, hey, stupid Bigfoot, I'm better than you, I'm smarter than you. Bigfoot was like, pop. It's just like a simple back. Look, these things. Telefriffrin! I'm here in the middle of a future cast. I'm telling them all about Chewbacca. You're going to change the background on me here? I'm stuck in here in the middle of the forest? I don't like this scene, Telefriffrin. You put me at the worst scenes. You put me in places with a blurry background. You're terrible, Telefriffrin. Telefriffrin, I'm telling you what. Ed Wood be proud.
Ed Wood be so proud of you. He'd be like, yeah, we got the greatest director in the world. No, the worst. But Ed Wood thinks everything that's the worst is good. So he'd be like, you're the best. Terrible, terrible Telefriffin. Look, I just want to explain one thing to you, Telefriffin. I'm getting rid of you. As soon as McLearison's back, you are sitting in the background and taking number 2 from him. Is he still in the bathroom? What is this? I can't work under these conditions. Telefriffin, if you change the background again, I'm throwing something at you. Or I'm calling over to Adam and I'm going to ask him for another director, I guess, maybe, because you can't do the job. Sorry I got to be that way, but terrible Telefriffin. Anyway, let's see if there's any other questions here. Juniper says, okay, here we go. Here's a question right now. Hold on 1 minute. Triple diaper situation. Oh, Jason Vickery has a great question for us. The question is, FutureMark, what is the main method of transportation in 2769? Well, actually, it's interesting you asked that question. There's a new design module that's kind of released in the 2300s where you're allowed to use your own gases, essentially, when you two-diluter, and create a vacuum seal situation. And it allows you to exhaust and jet propulsion yourself into the air, anti-gravity suit, you're flipperooing it, you get there, you get your groceries and go home. You just have to make sure you eat nachos whenever you need to do that. You got to fill that tank, okay? But that's the main, mode of transportation. We also have like Teslas. Everybody's got a Tesla. And the thing is they're all, like, you have a personal driver. You got a Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman's your driver, and it's driving Miss Daisy. And the crazy thing, I don't know why they cloned Morgan Freeman, and they made him every freaking taxi driver, but you walk in, he's like, where can I take you to? And you're like, I don't know, Morgan Freeman. And he's like, how about to the store? I don't even know how he sounds, but so you go to the store, Morgan Freeman drops you off. That's what you got. And whenever you're going to a show, it's Morgan Freeman. What show would you like to see? I got to go and listen to Morgan freaking Freeman. But that's what happens. Morgan Freeman, he's the driver. And you're like, oh, thank you, Morgan. They did that with a few people. It was kind of weird. The other thing I wanted to share, this is off topic. I'm not sure if this comes up tonight, but someone asked me the other day, are there any other people from the past in your future? And the simple answer is, yeah. You know one of them. He's a friggin' billionaire here. Elon Musk. Yeah. He's from the future, guys. I don't know if you know this. And it's a crazy thing because he is one of those people who had his classification, the second level classification before me. I was class 2 after him. He's class 4 now. He can go into the future. Like Elon Musk has been to the year 17,342. You should ask him about it. Be like, Elon, what happens in the year 17,342? He'll be like, I don't know. I can't tell you. He won't tell you. He's got it down. He keeps that stone cold face. And he's like, I'm going to Mars with my crazy little kid. I don't even know. But that's what happens. Elon Musk, he comes, he goes back and forth. Why do you think he has all that information? Oh, I'm putting a Hyperloop. But today you don't think that he really has all those ideas, do you? Like, what? No, it's like coming from the future, coming back and taking all the good ideas that this guy Mark Pyers had over the years, and he brings them back and pretends they're his. Yeah. It happens. That's what happens. It's funny I say that because Telefriffin! At least you put me with a waterfall in the background, but gosh, all freaking mighty. I was about to break off a tangent and tell them a little personal story. In a way, you saved me. You saved me, Telefriffin. Because sometimes they say a time traveler should never expose their soul. No. You should never share too much with the world around you, because once they get into your heart, they can get into your soul. And once they're into your soul, good luck, buddy. Anyway, what's that, Susan? No, I know I'm okay, Susan. now she's like, so Telefriffin, let me get this straight. We're trying to set up the scene, right? And she's like, now I'm in the middle of the show. I'm in the middle of a bit, right? I'm right in the middle. You change the scene, so I'm about to yell at you, and that's okay, because you did something wrong. She thinks she could ask me, oh, can I do something for you, FutureMark? Excuse me, I needed you before, doing the freaking lavalier mic. Instead, you're over there with your color-coded nails. What did you pick the orange one for? Is that for when you eat nachos? You want to make sure you just don't have nacho sauce in your fingers, so your nail is an orange nail? The green, what's that one for? You picker noser? Like, what are we doing over here? I don't know why you went with the Crayola crayon section. Oh, they're like, oh, look, we can give you ones with little diamonds on your nails. Oh, we can do ones that have little flowers on it. Or we can do ones that look like Crayola crayons. That's you, Crayola crayon lady. Unbelievable. Did you call your husband yet? Of course not. Tetris, what level are you on? You're still on level 13? What is going on in this situation here? I don't understand how you could be so terrible at Tetris. You got terrible Telefriffin and terrible at Tetris. That's what's going on right now. Okay, so I missed a few. Let's get into them real quick here, guys. Who wins the Stanley Cup this year? That is a simple question. It happens to be the New York Rangers. You thought I was going to say Islanders. It's actually the Rangers this year. Yeah, I don't know why. They came out of nowhere, and they won. And they won the cup, and everybody drank out of it, and then somebody banged their head on it. There's another dent on the cup after this year. That's the real prediction here. It's not who wins. It's that there will be another dent on the Stanley Cup. Yeah. Look, you heard it here first from FutureMark. And remember the day that the Rangers win the Stanley and that you see a big friggin' dent on the Stanley Cup. You'll be like, holy cow, FutureMark was right. Google it. Anyway, what's next? Here's a good one. Juniper Berries came up with another. It said, FutureMark, what happens when the government releases the UFO info in a few days? Oh, the world goes friggin' crazy. Yeah, we thought everybody would be cool with it because they have TikTok and they've got YouTube and they've got Facebook, but they all thought it was fake the whole time. They thought that kids were just playing pranks. Now they found out the truth. Everybody went nuts. Jeffro over there, Jeffro went crazy because he barely tunes in. He's usually working in the field. He doesn't really tune in. So when he did, he was getting all this. He's like, oh, that's not a real UFO. And he thought it was fake. He never saw one when he was working in the field with his pitchfork. So no, Jeffro didn't believe it. And all of a sudden he's listening in and they're like, yeah, the UFOs are real. He's like, what's going on over there? And all of a sudden, Jeffro freaked out. Yeah. He dropped his pitchfork, ran down to the end of the driveway, said, Louise! Louise! Louise comes running down around the corner. She was at her friend Becky's house. She's like, what's wrong? What's wrong? She's like, you're not going to believe UFOs is real. They're like, what? She's like, yeah, this is crazy. Got to go inside and grab our luggage. They get their luggage. They go down underground storage, like, you know what I mean? Like, I made myself an underground bunker. They're down there. They lock it for 37 years. They pulled a Christopher Walken from the Time Machine movie with Brendan Fraser back in the day. Back in whatever the heck it was. And that's where they are. They come out in 2047. Look, they had enough food, which was good. They were down there. They got to that first. There's an area where you're able to break the seal. Besides that, it was a little creepy though. It was just like the Blast from the Past movie. Got it. When he dances with his mother, he learns about the female and Telefriffin. What are we doing? I got a Telefriffin doing this every time. I'm right in the role. I'm right in the middle of giving you something that I know you need. A piece of the future. And Telefriffin. He's just existing, I guess, at this point. You know what, Telefriffin? How freaking long of a number 2 is McGreedyson going to take? Are you sure he's still here? Or is he just playing hooky today? He's getting paid. And he's in the toilet right now? What is going on? I don't understand why you would allow him to get away with that. You're allowing me to beat the hell out of you. You're terrible, that's why, but you can't go and say, go check on him? Why don't you do this? You just changed the scene horribly again. Why don't you go and walk over and check on McGreedyson? See how he's doing, okay? I don't want to look at you right now. I'm kind of frustrated with the fact that you keep changing my background. Anyway, so let's see what other questions we have here while he checks on McGreedyson, who's obviously having some stomach issues tonight. Look, I don't want to blame him for that. Shouldn't have ate. No, I don't even want to tell you what he ate. Anyway, let's see what's next. I gotta grab my coffee. This is a special brew. This is a 2769 brew right here. Sorry. You see, when you have a future brew of coffee, you can't share it because it could change the timeline continuum. And that's just what we have to make sure. There's a fine line. We can't change the future, but if you have a coffee from the future, kind of snap all existence as we know it. It's really, really weird. Anyway, let's see what we have here. I'm looking for another question. Does the Catholic Church get in big trouble for stealing people's babies? Juniper, it's a very interesting story, and I don't even know how to explain this without sounding crazy. But these people continue to get away with it. Yeah, I'm sorry to say it. We all know it. We all have proof. Everybody keeps bringing things up, and somehow they slip through. I think it has everything to do with greenbacks. Yeah. Look, they just pay their way through. I'm an evil person, and I do this with children. They're just good. They're like, oh, I got to go and get my chromer. What are you doing, a chromer? Yeah, I'm doing an achromer. You're doing an achromer? Yeah, they go out and do it with an achromer. And then they're like, I gotta do it too. My favorite night is when I go and, I have to sacrifice. And, you're out there if you're sacrificing. When you do that and you sacrifice, you're just kind of like you're doing it because it's what needs to be done. Just to make sure you give something back. That's what happens when you do that. You're giving something back. Yeah, never. You kidding me? But yeah, they get away with it, and so do the muckety mucks above. I'm just letting you know, it's terrible. You got to do something about it. I don't know what else to do. You got to take your platform and do something. I'm here just broadcasting to you. You guys are the ones with platforms. I mean, really, seriously, FutureMark, I'm here for the future. I haven't spent much time there on TikTok and over there to get the following. That's on you. You got the following. You go out there and say, look, there's FutureMark. He's got all the information. You send him here. Skip 2026. It's an awesome year for you. Make sure you follow through on that idea about worms. That's all I'm going to tell you. Okay? And guess what? You knock it out of the friggin' park. Yep, I saw it. I've seen this episode. Look, we see the entire lifeline that you each have in the future. Yeah, it's like a Truman Show episode. I'm just like, oh, I wonder what's going on with Anna. Let me check on Anna and see what she's doing right now. Let me see what Juniper's doing right now. And I go back, and Juniper's like out there, and she's cutting roses. She liked to cut roses. Look, that's great. Got to put out the fresh roses in the kitchen. Smells fantastic. But anyway, so look, I don't want to get off too much off topic here, but I do want to say that in the future, lots of things happen. What else can we say? Is there anything else that I could actually answer for you? Oh, this is an interesting question. Let's see if we can get to the bottom of it. Could a person here in this time actually be from the future and not know it? The only way that would work is if they had been knocked in the head the moment they got out of the time machine. Say, for example, Bruce Lee kicked him in the friggin' head. He kicked me in the chest, so I remembered it afterwards. But if you get... Friggin' television! Now I'm here and... Like, where am I? I'm in the trees? I'm trying to explain how it would be possible or not possible. And you are actually going to change my background in the middle of that television? Oh my goodness. We got to go back. No, let's just leave it there. Okay. So, telefriferin. You changed my bag. I'm in the middle of a rainstorm or something. This is terrible. Telefriferin. Look, I got to answer a question here. The question was, could a person... Thank you. That's my favorite one. I want to look at the satellite that was originally designed by Wayne Doppler. Tallest man alive, tallest man in history, actually. He wound up growing. You guys didn't know this because he was still growing. Wayne Doppler grows to be 18'7". Yep. Tallest man in history ever. Nobody's ever even come close to 18'7". But yeah, he went and doubled in size. Think about that. He was 8'9". All of a sudden, 18'7". He's basically doubled plus a foot. Yeah. Dops. When you saw Doppler stand up, he was getting the rain at the end of his life like a good 3/8 of a second before everybody else. Yeah. He was the creator and patent holder of the Doppler 5001 through the Doppler 5964. And look, when you're someone as smart as Wayne Doppler, tallest man in history, Guinness Book, and also the inventor and creator of the Doppler 5001 through 5967, you get a pass. Yeah. So right now you actually may be able to see Doppler back. They built him into the ground when he passed. I'm not sure if you could see it. Right back there. He's there. Wayne Doppler. They built a shrine, and he's kind of encased in it. That's another way they figure out how to encase individuals in different types of statues in the future. And then you can live your existence as a statue. People pay respect to you as they go by. There's another guy who did that, Dick Face. I don't know if you guys know who he is, but his name is Dick Face, and he was always looking for respect. Yeah, he gets it now. Like, people come in, they drive from all over the country, they fly in from all over the world to pay respect to Face. But they do it, and it's kind of something that they know they need to do, because if they don't, then their soul is damned. Look, we want people to get to heaven. We're not trying to keep people out of heaven. We want them to get into heaven. So when you pay respect to Dick Face, that is kind of part and parcel of what happens as you become a candidate for first introduction. You're inducted first round, essentially, into heaven. You go up there, you're like, hey, St. Peter, how you doing? And they're like, oh, hey, what's going on, Chris? You're doing great. Oh, that's good. Did you pay respect to Dick Face? Yes, I did. Oh, good. You're inducted. That's the friggin' word. You are inducted on the first round. How about that? First round inducted. Oh, yeah, I can't figure it out. Now you're in there, right? Inducted. Hall of Fame. You're there, inducted in heaven. Now you're being greedy about it. You're like, I want it. You can't. They kick you out. They're like, you can't be like that. You have to get rid of the human emotion, the negative stuff, and like going after people like that. Like, that's no good. They kick you out. So paying respect works to an extent, but if you're still a jerk, sorry. That's what happens. So what else can I answer for you? Is there any other questions before we wrap this puppy up? Juniper said, okay, wait, so you say we can't change the future, but we could go to the past and do stuff that would change the future that way, couldn't we? Well, you could if there wasn't a shadow ban. Unfortunately, when you're shadow banned, you can't break the shadow ban. So no matter how you look at it, you could go back and be like, I'm going to go there and there's got nothing. Nobody ever heard about it. Nope, shadow banned. So that's how, look, I told you, this is when you realize that FutureMark is really from the future. Because who else would know that everybody gets censored and shut down but FutureMark? You're sort of experiencing it now, but not to the extent and to the amount that you will feel in the very near future. I'm talking about 3 years. Within the next 3 years, right before the next term that they have, where they get someone new in there, you know what I mean? They change the entire country. You go straight communist. Sorry. I tried. But like I said, you can't change the future. Oh, here's an interesting thing. World Debt Now said, does Bill Gates become a great farmer? No, he doesn't do anything great his entire life. It winds up being that he's just mediocre. Yeah. In fact, what he was great at is being a thief, a liar, and a killer. Yeah, those are the three things that he was good at. Thief, liar, killer is an interesting thing because everybody was like, yeah, he's so great. And even when you heard him speak, sometimes I'd be like, there's a little something off. I'm not sure what's going on if I trust that guy, you know? And he'd be like, well, Melinda, why don't we try to stop the population problem? Tell a friend, I'm doing a Bill Gates impression. I'm right in the middle of doing my token Bill Gates impression. FutureMark is considered the greatest Bill Gates impersonator in the year 2769. And you can't let that happen before changing the background. Bill Gates impression. I'm doing an impression, you're going to sit there and try to mess with it. I'll tell you what. Taking a freaking swig of my coffee from 2769. Look, if you have a future cough, you can't do anything like negative. You're doing like positive things. It's a cute future cough. I got my future cough. I was going to get some extra future cough for the Sonny the Fist guy. Didn't happen. But anyway, I'm going to see if I can answer one or two more questions before we get through it. But I hope that answers yours, World Debt Now. Terrible human, terrible at everything he ever did, and his motives become clear in the year 2022. They're kind of on their way. I'm just telling you. You're going to see it next year. You'll be like, well, what the hell happened? Here's a hint. Melinda! That's all I have to say. It's a hint. So, Cheryl has an interesting point, and this could be somewhat theoretical, but creating different timelines. Look, if you go back, here's a good example. Here's a very good example. If you go and you have, say, a relationship with someone in the year 2021, and you go, you're like, oh, look, I got away with it. No, you didn't. It was what was meant to happen. You see that kid in the future. Hey, you're my kid. Yeah, I know. You can't hide that. It was intentional. Here's the thing that's really going to mess with your head. If you didn't do it, then you wouldn't have been following the timeline's true timeline. Yeah. So, not much I could say besides, like, boom, you know? Like, oh, yeah. So, anyway, look, I can't do any more of this. I just want to say one thing to you guys. I truly appreciate you. Remember, when you are from the future, you want to make sure that people are aware of the coming events, and you don't want to be like, oh, I didn't know this was coming in 2416. Like, you didn't want to be ready that this is coming in 2416? I gave you that information in 2021 so you could prepare. Well, yeah, that's the idea, is like, tell a friend, look, when you get the urge to discover the future, give me a call. Because right now you are not even discovering that camera. You're sitting there and just being like, stupid Susan's over there too with her dumb, I got yellow, green, blue, orange, and pink. You did a pink thumb? You did a pink thumb. And then you did Sesame Street colors on the rest? Like, woo! Look, that's on you. You're doing some crazy things, and I appreciate you. The fact that you're at least being honest about it, but like, I don't know. I almost feel bad in a way that you're walking around. You didn't. Do you know how to read? All right, so when they say color-coded, when they say Sesame Street colors, when they say building blocks colors from when you were 5 years old, you didn't know that meant that each one was a different color? What color do you think they are? You think they're all blue? It's colorblind. So I'm making fun of the fact that you got all these different colored in your nails. You're 46 years old and you're going, I got the Crayola crayons. And realistically, it's not your fault. Because you're colorblind. You think all of them are shades of blue. That would actually look pretty good. If you had all shades of blue, I'd be like, that is so cool, Susan. Forget about the lavalier mic. I'm fine. I'll do it myself. Give me an extra 30. You kick it over there and play Tetris and look at your stupid nails. But no. You didn't tell us that you're colorblind. You got to lead with that next time when you're wearing wacky, crazy nails like this. I'm just telling you. You know, people walk around and stare at you, and you're like, oh no, look at my nails. They're like, oh, believe me, we are. So anyway, look, I appreciate you guys. Remember, this is a daily, maybe, I don't know, Q&A that we will be doing here. There's a good chance that we're going to be doing live call-ins as well with FutureMark. So stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe and notifique the bell, because this show is live every single friggin' day. And just, you know, make sure if you are looking for a laugh, you show up. But more importantly, if you're looking for insights into the future, make sure you email me at FutureMark@protonmail.com. Oh wait, hold on. I'm sorry, that's my old email. Make sure you send it to backtothefuturemark@gmail. And that is what we need to do. So listen, I appreciate you, and I will see you on the next Back to the Future Mark. Bye, man. Oh my goodness, guys. Out of my mind. Out of my mind is what happens here, right? I mean, this is a crazy world we live in. And we just doing another episode. We just did episode 6 of FutureMark. I love it. I totally love this character. It's just so much fun to do, guys. I'm going to play you this real quick while I get myself set up for jamming. We're going to be jamming in a moment. Let me check this out here for you. Oh, my goodness. Thank you, Ruffner. You know what? Actually, I'm going to play you guys just so you see, because we need to see how these things lay out afterwards. I'm going to start this off, and I'll jump in a few minutes. This is episode 4 of the Time Traveler series. So we're going back 2 days because you guys saw yesterday's episode a couple times. Check this out right here. I hope that was funny, guys. I don't know. I'm going to have to go and play it back tonight and see.
All right, girl.
Let's see. This right here is episode 4.
Grammarly helps you work more efficiently,
Back to the Future,
which makes
Mark.
accomplishing your work goals easier.
So I'm broadcasting here currently. You're going to be able to find me going forward in Dagobah. This is at Yoda's hut. This is just one of my locations out in the cliffs of Dagobah. Dagobah's a real place. I don't know if you guys really... Yeah, all of the stuff from Star Wars, all the stuff from Star Trek, that's real. Like, they were consulting the ancient journal, and they looked in it and they saw all the pictures and they saw what everything did. They got the definitions for everything, and then they just started calling it. Oh, we got a phaser. Where'd they get that freaking name? Yeah, it's because they got it from the ancient journal. Look, I could tell you when they stole it, but that's not really interesting information for you. What we're going to do tonight, again, CW94, FutureMark, we're going to take some more questions from the chat. So if you guys have anything you want to ask FutureMark, again, this is your time. I'm not sure how many more of these we're going to do. I'm kind of thinking about calling it quits tonight. I'm sick of Thomas over there. We couldn't get rid of him. So second best situation was they brought in Telefriffrin as the second. So you've got Thomas as the main director and freaking Randy Telefriffrin as the number 2. Yeah, I don't know if you guys know about Telefriffrin, but this next 4 or 5 years, I was telling you guys yesterday, the next 4 or 5 years, it's a blockbuster if you throw some money behind Telefriffrin's production company. After that period of time, though, they start calling him Ed Wood. No good. I'm calling you Ed Wood already, Telefriffrin. I started it, okay? And then you're sitting next to your, lackey over there. Let me ask you something, Thomas. How long until you steal the Ed Wood Award from Telefriffrin? Because yesterday's performance of changing the background 3 times while I'm in the middle of a future event? I was in the middle of a future event. You can't allow it to happen before you're like, okay, let's switch to the next scene. That one's on you, buddy. And now you're going to be getting 4 stars for Ed Wood Award from me. Anyway, look, give me my countdown again. This one, who's giving it to me? You or Randy? Telefriffrin, what are you doing? No, get your hand out. You're not supposed to put your finger. Gosh almighty. Can we go back to just having you, Thomas? Like, I don't even think I want to look at Telefriffrin. I'm trying to think about all my future, prophecy events. These things are going to happen. I was there, 2769, Future Man, FutureMark. I have my app, so I can look there. But I like to work off of, my memory. I want to go off of flash memory. Oh, yeah, that's right. Telefriffrin, the worst. Ed Wood. Anyway, give me the countdown. Telefriffrin. It's 3, 2, 1. You don't say 1. You don't say 1, Telefriffrin. You go 3, 2. And you go like this to me. Like that. When I see you go like that, I'm going to Futurecast. I'm going into it. Give it to me. No, I'm ready now. How long do I have to wait for you, Telefriffrin? You're gonna sit there and give me an attitude now? I'm here trying to get into the mode of Futurecast. And you're gonna try to give me that attitude? Listen, I understand why you're a second. Yeah. Anyway, let's see what kind of questions we have over here. I'm gonna start getting into it now. I do want to thank you for allowing me to do the introduction, and I hope you didn't catch any of the... I'm dealing with a Telefriffin situation. Ed Wood. So let's see what we have over here. I'm going back for some questions, and remember, this is the FutureMark. I'm here. I have something to share with you. It all goes bad. I said yesterday I had Thomas like, do an outtake, so something we can use for like a 30-second commercial. I'm like, okay, so I did the bit. He goes, no, make it happy, make it like so people want to. I'm like, happy? I'm about to tell everybody that they're gonna die. Oh, this is what happens. And then when you have a T2 thing, you didn't know Terminator situation? 2047. You didn't want to go there. I didn't want to go there. You should have watched the movie. Skynet? Real thing. Yep, Skynet. Except it's actually it's like a dual thing between Amazon and Tesla. And it becomes TeslaNet. And that's like, it's basically Skynet, We call it Skynet because it destroys everybody. I told you 7 people are left. That's why I hide out here in this freaking cave. But anyway, let's see what kind of questions we have here today. I'm getting into it now. How's everybody doing out there? Jacqueline Grace, she comes with her first question of the day, and the question is, does the sun survive, FutureMark? The sun does survive. Yeah, a lot longer than you think. It was still there when I'm here, but so it's doing all right, actually. There are a bunch of issues that are taken care of. Like I said, when you need to get your information, there is one super genius and another super genius. Together, they become a dual genius situation. And you could find them. All you have to do is tune into the Wages World program for one genius and the Planet X News program. Together, they wind up solving the problem of the sun. In fact, if you look forward to 2769, they are the ones who find the second sun. Yeah, so we have 2 suns in my timeline. So, I mean, look, it happens 700 years, a lot of time. All of a sudden, second sun. That was what was going on the whole time with Planet X News. We're like, what's going on around the sun? We see something. It was another sun. Yeah, it was there the whole time. You just couldn't see it. We didn't have telescopes that were strong enough. Then all of a sudden we did. And we're like, wow, look at that freaking sun. And you had a double sun situation going on. All of a sudden Bill Gates was like, oh, I think we should work on a situation in order to split the suns so we can get a double sun situation. All of a sudden, double sun situation. You're looking at it, you see one over there, one over there. I got a super tan. You get like a dual shade tan. You know when you're getting a car and sometimes it's like you got like one panel that's a little bit lighter and it's kind of like, wow, if you look at it like this, it does like this two-tone thing. I'm two-toning it. Double sun. And that all happens because, like I said, it started because, look, there's a thing in life. You can either listen to people who don't know what the hell's going on, or you can just continue to drive with your intuition. Well, the Scott from Planet X drove intuition, figured it out, kept going. Planet X News came along together. They're like, oh, let's solve the problem of the sun and the double sun situation. It all happens. You just have to look into it. So anyway, I hope that answers your question, Jacqueline. Yeah, sun survives, double sun in it. Here's the thing. Everyone's like, yay, double sun situation. It basically fries everybody on the planet. Yeah, you could thank Bill Gates for that one. Yeah, He finally accomplished what he wanted to, which was depopulation. It worked out for him. Not for everybody else. Just for Bill Gates, yeah. Oh, I got one my way. I figured it out. Melinda, you don't want to see me anymore? No, nobody wants to see you anymore, you creeper. We'll go back to Epstein's Island. How about that? No, we don't talk about that. Oh, he's a super genius. He knows everything about the CV. What the hell does he freaking know? He's not a doctor. Are you kidding me? He's terrible at what he did originally. Stole software and then had viruses all over that couldn't be solved. I never used a freaking PC until I started the show. I was always a Mac guy because you could never penetrate those systems. Juniper Berries, FutureMark, what happens to the Statue of Liberty? It's actually melted down. Yeah, it was racist. Unfortunately, they wound up melting it down, and they used the scrap metal to build like some stupid monument that meant nothing. Like they wanted to make sure that it didn't offend anybody, so it's just like a blob of metal. You'll see it when you go down. It's left in the same location. It's no longer called Liberty Island. It's called Blob of the Hut Island. And you just basically go there to look at the blob. They're like, oh, this used to be the Statue of Liberty. They're like, what was that? Like, well, it was this offensive. I still go with this whole thing about it being offensive. I didn't see it because I lived in a timeline where I went back and I was like, that was about freedom. But no, there's a period of time where people just believed some other thing and then all of a sudden it was offensive. So that's what happens to Statue of Liberty. I'm sorry about that. Part of the cancel culture. Yeah, it's what happens. You could say FutureMark was the only future man to exist. Everybody else is a fake future man. And he's the only one who truly came back from 2769. How would I be able to broadcast from this awesome hut of mine on my massive screen here? You tell me that. No, I'll wait. Thomas, I'm waiting for them to tell me when they think or where they think I could have pulled this off. Yeah, I know you brought telefriffin. See, you guys don't understand. This screen is massive. I got telefriffin and Thomas right there on the screen. I'm looking at him on my screen. And when I see telefriffin with his attitude, and I see beady-eyed McLarison, or whatever, what did I call him? I don't even know what the hell I called him. McLaren, you better watch that glare. All right? I don't want to see those beady eyes. All right? Let's see what else we have. Oh, wow. Oh, FutureMark. Are there still corrupt politicians in the future? Yeah, unfortunately, that's something that you're always going to be stuck with. Always corrupt politicians. Just wait until you see Rasmussen. That guy, oof. He's like the worst human ever. And some people call him the Antichrist. Yeah, I don't think he really was, but he was a pretty terrible human being. And you guys voted him in. Yeah. Well, it was a really good positioning. They were able to market it properly and nobody saw the truth. And Rasmussen, he was amazing. I mean, as far as it goes, like he did a lot of evil things and he turned the country into one of the most brutally vicious countries, and the murder rate went up like to really all-time highs. No, I mean government murdering people rate. It was really no good. Rasmussen, watch it. Look out for him. Look, you're going to have to wait. And in the year 2218, you can go and check Google. Go on Google, 2218. I want to see you do this. 2218, Google Rasmussen. You'll see. Running for president. Hamilton Rasmussen running for president. You gotta wait till 2018. When you see Hamilton running for president in 2018, you'll be like, oh my goodness, FutureMark was real. I know. Boom. Future. That's how I prove every time. Look. What other questions do we have? Corrupt politicians, yeah, abso-freaking-lutely. Jacqueline says, FutureMark, are they still masks in the future? There is a very small contingent of people wearing masks for the next 400 years. They finally take them off. Yeah, but it's not until the year 2421. Literally 400 years from now, they're like, oh, we're afraid of the civid.
There's none. Like, it went away. And they're still wearing the stupid masks. And they're the ones who jog. They go jogging with the masks. They specifically go out and do calisthenics with their mask on. All alone. Like, middle of fields. Let me throw my mask on. So, and the thing is, they won't listen to FutureMark. I'm like, look, I've seen the future. I've been there. You're okay. I saw you there. Oh, that's because I wore my mask. That's the stuff they always say. Well, that's because I wear my mask. No, you stupid. It's because I saw you there, not because you wore your dumb mask. I don't wear a mask. It's over for everybody, okay? Bottom line. So I hope that's something that helped you on that question there. FutureMark, does Stuck on Mark get off of Mars? That is a very good question. No, he doesn't. But he winds up living like a king. Yeah, Elon Musk moves up there by himself. He brings his wife and his weird named kid, and they thrive. They thrive. They rent a huge piece of land from Stuck on Mark, and I think you would say lives happily ever after, right? I mean, like, has all the money in the world, able to build the pad that he always wanted to, because he uses the same. He's able to use the same engineers, the same builders, literally the same exact subcontractors as Elon Musk. While Elon Musk is building his super pad, Stuck on Mark was like, let me grab your ear. Oh, well, you need to pay for that, sir. Yeah, you see the guy over there who talks like this? Yeah, that's Elon Musk. He's paying me. He's got a 4,000,000 square foot super mansion here on Mars. And while he's here, he's paying me $1 per square foot per day. So I'm a trillionaire now. And basically, whatever I want built, just tell Elon he owes me. Oh, I'm going to pay for your building, Mark. Anyway, what can I do it? Well, listen, Elon, I wanted to find out, what do I call your kid? Is that a good one? Can I call it? I think it's something I can get to roll off my tongue. Because I don't know. But yeah, that's what happens is Stuck on Mark. He gets off he doesn't get off the planet, but what he is able to do is he's actually able to build himself the pad of his dreams. Yeah. Who wants to go back and be a freaking news reporter, right? When you could be stuck on Mars, of all places, too. You know, what other questions do we have here? Let's see. Moment of truth. Hey, FutureMark, have you paid respect to Dick Faccia yet? Good question. Of course. Look, you can't get to heaven unless you pay respect to Dick Faccia. And there are times where people will be like, I don't want to pay respect to Dick Faccia. Not a good idea, because all of a sudden you get an elbow in the Faccia. Always a bad thing. But yeah, I have always paid respect to Dick Faccia because it's a very, very important thing to make sure you are on good terms with Faccia. I mean, look, why, you don't believe I did? Like, you don't think I really did? Like, what's with you? You don't think I'd really touch base and tell Faccia how much I respect him? Like, that I can't figure out with you at all. Faccia, I told you, super screen. I got super screen here. I'm able to talk through my screen and get Faccia on the line. You want to find out from Faccia if I really gave him respect? Then let's find out from the Faccia. I mean, he's the one who's going to tell us all these things anyway, and if he doesn't, then you were right and I was a liar. And I'm not. I'm from the future, FutureMark. I mean, I don't know if you've been anywhere, but I'm from the freaking future. Hey, Faccia. Oh, I can't figure. What, Gino? Oh, yeah, no, I'm taking this brush. Thank you, Gino. What's that, Gino? Oh, a biscuit. Thank you for the biscuit, Gino. Is this still the door open? Good man. I'm gonna take my brush. I'm gonna take my biscuit. And I'm gonna, what? Oh, what? Gino, you're gonna interrupt the debut. I can't figure you out. Well, hey, yeah, no, of course.
Yeah, FutureMark, he came to pay respect. You don't think he came to pay respect to Fudge? Look, let me tell you something. FutureMark didn't come to pay respect to Fudge. I give him elbow in the Fudge. But he came. Hey, Sonny! Sonny! Put down the cool. Sonny, where are we going? Sonny, when was he shooting the FutureMark? He came to pay respect. You remember what day? Sonny! Nobody gonna understand the friggin' words coming out your mouth. You shitty cough cup. Yimmity you. I can't figure you wait. FutureMark, he came to pay respect. Okay? So you're the liar. I'm going back. How about you? Oh, thank you, Gino.
I can't do that one. Listen, Telefriferin, why are you locking me into a background with an ad? This is why you're freaking Ed Wood. Unbelievable. That is as Bush League as it gets. Now you got a stock image of a freaking UFO behind me, Telefriferin? I'm from the future. It had nothing to do with the freaking UFO. I'm just from the future. I use a time machine. I don't use a UFO. They throw me through a time machine black hole. I black holed it down through Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. I'm here now. And you're going to throw me with a silly background like, oh, look, it's an X-Files thing. Look, I've seen that episode too. Just check it. There's an actual playlist, X-Files, on the Renaissance Man show. Yeah, you check that out, Telefriferin. You weren't the director on that. We would never use you for that. Terrible Telefriferin. We call you Terrible Telefriferin. Randy, the Terrible Telefriferin. Ed Wood, Riffriferin. Ed Wood Riffriferin. I love that. Oh my goodness, Ed Wood Riffriferin. Who doesn't get down with little Ed Riffriferin? Huh? Right? I mean, look, seriously, you're not going to get some Ed Riffriferin? Oh my goodness, guys. So we have a 6th episode that we filmed tonight. How cool is that? I got to edit it down for you and see if I can drop it for tomorrow. Man, I keep dropping crazy content. Speaking of, let's play something for you because I'm eating right now. Bex, how are you, my friend? I want to say hi to Chris Donaldson. I want to say this new Chris. Chris, where are you, Chris? Chris Neely, how are you, my friend? Cheryl Niles, Ernest is the way else with me. And look, guys, we're going to play a little clip for you, Chris Wallace. Chris Wallace going to play you a clip right now. I want you to watch this clip. It's a really good one, Chris Wallace. Time slips away. We need a little bit more of a laugh, okay, guys? Just a touch. This is not a full, this is a song that we wrote for Julie, I think. I don't know. We'll see in a second. Here we go. Terrible Telefriferin, he's the worst director in the world.
Grammarly can help you write quickly and confidently, so you never have to slow down at work. Instant correct.
He's the Ed Wood Award winner.
Anything for you. jump to the bottom of the pond. Dear Julie, are you sure you only want me to come up with 3? All over my chinny chin chinny. Yes, Derek. Any more than 3 will be disgusting. Yes, Derek. Yes, I'll do anything to get into your tent tonight. To get into your tent tonight. I'll jump into the lake. I'll come up with leeches on my face. I'll go and I'll stand in front of Julie. I'll say, look at me. Do I look okay to you? Can you handle it if I have only 2 on my face? No, 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 you got to have 3. No, 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 Derek, go back in the lake and get 1 more leech on your face. 'Cause you can't stop until you get 1 more leech on your face. Anything for you, dear Julie. What can I do? Is this leech big enough for you? No, that's not a big enough leech. That's a baby leech. I don't consider them full leeches on your face. You need 57 to equal 1. Dear Julie, I went back down. Came up this time with 7 more on my frown. You see, I don't really like leeches myself, but I'll do anything you ask me to do to get into your tent tonight. Derek, let me see them leeches. Let me see the leeches on your face. Are they long enough to place my trust in you? Yes, Julie, I measured them below the water you see. Before I put them on my face, I came up and I said, this is as good as I can find. I need to get into her tent tonight. Derek, you passed the test. Come on into my tent and I'll share the rest. How many leeches on your face right now? Gulp. 2? How they go? Derek, this is where we say goodbye, my friend. You couldn't keep your end of the bargain. You let me down. I only wanted 3 leeches on your face and you kicked them to the ground. Derek, how could you? You failed the one task I gave you. Now you'll be forever alone by the campfire. I'm going home. Oh, no, Julie. What could I do? I'll jump back in. I swear I'll do what I have have to. I'll find another leech. I'll find 17 more. Whatever I have, please don't shut the door. Please give me another chance. I swear it will feel better if we can make this a leechy romance. Oh, don't shut me out yet. Do anything, I swear, anything I can. Well, then jump back in the lake, and down to the bottom until you find leeches again. Rub them all over your neck and face, and then you come out and say, I got 747 leeches on me. Is that enough for you? No, Derek, you went over the edge. 746 leeches is my limit. Can you slim it? But don't kill my leechy friends. Just peel them off, put them in a bucket, use them in a couple days when a couple others die on your face. You can rub them all over the same spots in your cheek. The leech left last week. Derek, that sounds good to me. Just save those leeches and we'll make a sandwich next week. Leechy face Derek. All right. Leechy face Derek. Nothing like a leechy face. When you got a leechy face, you got to show it off, right? You're like, oh, look, I got a leechy face. I'm showing it off. That's what you got to do. Show it off. Give it to the world. Sometimes you're like, oh, I don't know about that. Maybe I'll keep it to myself. To show the freaking leechy face. That's all I'm saying. Seat. Everyone get a little beat seat out, play a little song on the guitar. That's what we do over here. Alrighty then. Is this gonna kick in? I was gonna say, where's my backdrop? I want to put my foot in the fire over here. Right?
Reimagined. Reinvented.
Oh, that feels good on the foot. Oh yeah. Both feet are cooking now.
what needs to be said. 'Cause when they do, their words are dead. Oh yeah, shut down by the men. No, they won't let your words out. No, you can't say what you want. You're talking to a paper bag and no one's inside. No, it's just a cat cave on the wall. Sounds like just an echoing sound, and no one knows what's going down. Until the world stops spinning. Tangled up in you and you're wondering if there's one way to break through. You step back for a moment, take a breath, and then you're over and you can't stop. You can't miss a step, and no, you keep on going all day long into the night. Yeah, we're gonna make it out of sight. Take a ride into the atmosphere with you. Taking a flight, yeah, we're leaving this world behind. Oh, taking a flight, yeah, we're leaving it all behind. Yeah, we'll be alright once we get out of here and no more bickering. And everyone's walking around, yeah, they can't stop the sound of a voice. No matter what they're saying, no one's gonna bring you down. Yeah. You can't say how you feel, you can't be how you like it. If you do and it's not the way they want you to be, then you gotta go. Oh, till the world stops spinning, till the world stops spinning. Yeah, the world stops spinning. Pass the test, pass the rest. You gotta go before you lose your soul. If you stay, you never know how long you'll hold on before the devil takes over and you lost all of you. So get up and go, and always take a breath and get centered, 'cause you know, 'cause you got God with you. And nothing's gonna stop you till the world stops spinning. Oh, settle down, the world stops spinning. Keep on going till the world stops spinning. Yeah, keep on running till the world stops spinning. Rocket ship out of the atmosphere. Oh no, looking back, no, having fear, no, can't look back, no, no, we're not going home now. Our new home's on that horizon. We've got to go out of the ozone. No, it's okay, 'cause we're never alone. We're together. Keep on going till the world stops spinning. Take a piece of your heart, a piece of your soul, make it whole. You need to stop before you lose it all. Never wait for the man to tell you how it needs to go. Oh, your intuition does it all. Yep, I'm gonna flow it all night. Gonna grab it all night long. Gonna drive it till the world's out. stop spinning. World stops spinning. World stops spinning. World stops spinning. The world stops spinning. The world stops. The world stops spinning. The world stops spinning. Oh, the world stops spinning. World stops spinning. Yeah, the world stops. Oh, then the world stops spinning. The world stops spinning. The world stops spinning. Take a trip. Take that rocket ship. Don't look back. Yeah, the world stops spinning. The world stops spinning.
It's weird when you write another song out of the same song that may be better than the first version. So now I have two versions of The World Stops Spinning. I either have to make one super version or I have to get rid of one of them. Right? The world stops spinning, fam. Oh, this is what I just dropped for you guys earlier, so we can get rid of this now. Maybe not. Hold on a minute.
for the spotlight, come and chase you away, run across my yard, trying to get away, can't get away, can't get away, chase you, 6 days I called you, run across my yard, running across my yard, trying to get away, for the spotlight, come and chase you away, run across my yard, trying to get away, for the spotlight, come and chase you away, running across my yard, trying to get away, for the spotlight, come and chase you away, running across my yard, trying to get away, for the spotlight, come and chase you away, running across my yard, trying to get away, for the spotlight, come and chase you away, running across my yard, trying to get away, for the spotlight, come and chase you away, running across my yard, trying to get away, for the spotlight, come and chase you away, running across my yard, trying to get away, for the spotlight, come and chase you away, running across my yard, trying to get away, for the spotlight, come and chase you away, running across my yard, trying to get away, for the spotlight, come and chase you away, running across my yard, trying to get away, for the spotlight, come and chase you away, tinted glass, driving down the underpass, you're trying to find a way to make it last, you can't get there on one tank of gas, you gotta go before you lose your place, and then you're outside all night with nowhere to go, for the spotlight, come and chase you, are you coming? Yeah, you see you in my yard, trying to get away, trying to get away, the spotlight gets you breath about, you run, you running across my yard, yeah, trying to get away, for the spotlight, to chase you, oh, you gotta go, you run across my yard, I gotta get my gun, gotta make you chase me away, gotta get you away, you can't come near the family, no grip, that's why I got my Smith & Wesson, I said, you get spotlight, before you taste the lead, running across my yard, you're running across my yard, trying to get away, trying to get away, trying to get away, running across my yard, you're running across my yard, yeah, trying to get away, trying to get away, oh, for the spotlight, chase you, running across my yard, run across my yard, get away, yeah, for the spotlight, before the spotlight, come and chase you away, running across my yard, trying to get away, for the spotlight, to chase you away, running across my yard, trying to get away, for the spotlight, come and chase you away, running across my yard, running across my yard, trying to get away, for the spotlight, come and chase you away, running across my yard, trying to get away, for the spotlight, come and chase you away, running across my yard. the spotlight, gonna chase you away. Running across my yard, trying to get away. For the spotlight, gonna chase you away. Running across my yard, trying to get away.
You're slipping, you're dipping in and out. I say you got to go before we all shout. You get out, don't want no more craziness in my world. No, moving out, take it out. Don't need to see you anymore. No,
Trying to get away.
I close the door, I put my foot on the floor, and I'm out of here. Yep, don't look back now. Gonna take it into the mountainside. Gonna be alone. I'll pitch that tent. I'm gonna sit under the moon, and I'm going to enjoy my life. To get away,
Chase you.
I see you going running across my yard. Yeah,
Trying to get away.
you're trying to get away.
Chase you away.
Yeah,
Running across my yard. Trying to get away. For the spotlight, come and chase you away. Running across my yard. Trying to get away.
when you're home, think you're top of the food chain. Find out when they're gonna disclose that we're just somewhere in the middle.
Trying to get away.
You're freaking out. You figure someone gonna take you out of your house and beam you up to the sky. Gonna take you away, maybe probe you in some way. Don't send you back down. And you're saying, what the hell going down?
Running across my yard.
I see you coming,
Trying to get away.
trying to get away.
For the spotlight, come and chase you
Coming in, walking by. You said you running across my yard.
Trying to get away.
Get away.
For the spotlight, come and chase you.
This life change.
Running across my yard.
See,
Trying to get away.
trying to get away.
For the spotlight, come and chase you away. Running across my yard.
You're running across my
Trying to get away. For the spotlight, come and chase you away. Running across my yard. Trying to get away. For the spotlight, come and chase you
I see
away.
you, I see you running across my yard. Yeah.
Trying to get away. For the spotlight, come and chase you away. Running across my yard. Trying to get away. For the spotlight, come and chase you away. Running across my yard. Trying to get away. For the spotlight, come and chase you away. Running across my yard.
Running across my
Running across that away. For the spotlight, come and chase you away.
Did you hear that? That was
Running across
crazy.
my yard.
That was not self-imposed.
Trying to get
Something
away.
happened there with the equipment.
For the spotlight, come and
for the
chase you
spotlight change
Running
you
across my
away.
Oh,
See you running across my yard. Yeah.
spotlight, come and chase you
Running
across my
do
yard.
what the heck you doing in my yard?
Get away. For the spotlight, come and
For the
chase you
spotlight come and take you away.
Running across my yard.
Beam you up into the sky. It's gonna probe you in some weird way.
For the spotlight,
No way.
come and
Put
chase you
a fairy cage around me. No coming near me. No. Hiding
get away.
my underground bunker.
Spotlight, come and chase
Yeah.
you away. Running across my yard.
Yes, I see you running across my yard. Yeah.
Trying to get away. For
Freaking get away. What are we doing over there? Holy cow, guys. 2 songs for you tonight. And a 6th episode of Back to the Future Mark. Can't do any better than that for you. 2 hours and 6 minutes and 3 great pieces of content. So hopefully, if you missed the show and you're here with us afterwards, I love you. If you're here with me now, I love you. My foot is burning. Yeah. Put another foot on the Barbie. Yeah, that's my foot on fire. That's smoking in the background. Smells terrible. Have you ever smelled like human flesh burning? Not good. No, it's not like when you smell pig burning or something like that. There's a different smell. Try not to smell my own flesh as it burns. It's disgusting. But here by the fire, we've got it. Look, I'm putting my foot in there a little bit more. Just figure I might as well test the endurance again. Last time it thought it had the better of me. I did start kind of maniacally laughing at the end, but that's par for the course for any human being. Look, I appreciate you guys. Remember, tomorrow is day 906, just a regular day, 906. Yippity-yappity-you. And we're most likely going to be filming another episode of Back to the Future Mark. So it's funny that now my Back to the Future Mark guy winds up like being the regular character on the show. I'm like, guys, how's it going? That's great. Yeah, we're going to have a good time. We're going to go play that. It's like the Will Ferrell thing. I realize it's kind of like what Will Ferrell does. I guess being a celebrity impressionist, my Future Mark character is like a mix between Will Ferrell and Charlie Day. I figured it out. So that's at least unique. It's a Charlie Ferrell. Bang, bang, boom. Don't forget about Back to the Future Mark. Guys, did anybody happen to see the 5th episode that I dropped earlier today? Didn't seem like many. Hold on, I'm going to go and check to see. It was like in the 30s earlier, guys. That's sad. Freaking YouTube doesn't like us talking about the future. On that one, can't blame the future on. 36, guys, really? 36 people have seen this? Come on. I'm giving you the link. I'm sorry, that was from guys, that was from last night. 36 people in a full day. Really? Thanks, YouTube. Thank you for sharing it with 36 people. Holy freaking cow. Unbelievable. But you know what, guys? The content's there for you. Just show up, and whenever you need anything, a piece of music, a piece of comedy, a piece of inspiration, it's all there. Just tune in every single night at 10 p.m. And we will, as we always do, build some positivity. Write a couple of freaking songs, and then we're going to aim to try to make you laugh. So hopefully you find those things while you're here. Ruffner, thank you so much, my friend. I'm going to go over here and say goodnight to each and every one of you. So if you are here, please say goodnight or forever hold your peace. So Anna Treos, Cheryl Niles, Sydney, Ernest, Stidham, my friend, Mark Ruffner, NTC, Trish Killian, Bex. Who else am I missing? Let's see. Nacho Business. So good to see you, Nacho. Tomorrow, guys. Oh, thank you, Ruffner. I appreciate it. We had a nice jam tonight. 2 really nice jams. I'm gonna have to figure out how to put that first one together because it's this basically an extension of what we just dropped 2 days ago. Acts, I appreciate you, buddy. Dude, it was a crazy night of music. So if you can go back and just peep it, just like skip in and do something with it. Oh my goodness. I wrote a song over again. We wrote a great version the other day, and then I wrote another version of it. And then we did another thing with this total jam that ended. Oh my goodness. I gotta just listen to this real quick with Axe here. Hold on.
Running across my yard, trying to get away for the spotlight, come and chase you away. Running across my yard, trying to get away for the spotlight, come and chase you away. You see a kitty cat creeping across the backyard, trying to climb the wall, getting over to your friend's yard. You're digging down, make a hole. You're gonna find some food and make the belly full. You're going down, run across another predator. You come and drop just a little bigger, and know you gotta run fast. Gotta climb that wall and reverse. You jump over, you gotta go home and no rehearsal. You gotta get there, don't die in the know. Maybe stay at home next time. Trying to see you right for the spotlight, come and chase you. Caught you coming, running across my yard, yeah. Trying to get away, trying to get away. I chase you, I got you. You sit running across my yard, running across my yard, yeah. Trying to get away, trying to get away. Yeah. Running across my yard, trying to get across my yard, yeah. For the spotlight, come and chase you away. Running across my yard, trying to get away, yeah. Chase you, the caught you coming. Running across my yard, running across my yard, yeah. Trying to get away for the spot. You're trying to get away. You're trying to get away. Yeah. Trying to get away for the spotlight. There's no running from the guy looking at you from the mirror. Yeah, you're looking back at you. You try to wonder how you change you. Can't change you. Can't change you, no. You can't change anything, no. You gotta live your life and try to live it full. Running across my yard, running across my yard. You're trying to get away, chase you away. Running across my yard, yeah. Trying to get away for the spotlight, come and chase you away. Running across my yard, trying to get away for the spotlight, come and chase you away. Running across my yard, trying to get away for the spotlight, come and chase you away. Running across my yard, trying to get away, trying to get away, trying to come and chase you away. Running across my yard, till you're running across my yard, trying to get away for the spotlight, come and chase you away. Running across my yard, I got you coming, you cross my yard, yeah. For the spotlight, come and chase you away. I'm going to chase you away. Trying to get away for the spotlight, come and chase you away. Good. You said you probably trying to walk across the yard. You said I'm gonna chase you away before the spotlight come and chase you away. Trying to get away, for the spotlight, come and chase you, like I'm chase you away, running across my yard. Trying to get away, for the spotlight, come and chase you, to chase you, chase you, running across my yard. Trying to get away, for the spotlight, come and chase you, chase you, running across my chase you away, sit, running through, trying to spotlight, trying to get away, for the spotlight, come and chase you, chase you, running across my yard, trying to run across my yard, chase you, spotlight, come and chase you, chase you away, running across my yard, yeah, trying to get away, for the spotlight, come and chase you, running across my yard, trying to get away, for the spotlight, come and chase you, away, running across my yard, trying to get away, for the spotlight, come and chase you, away, running across my yard, trying to get away, come and chase you, away, running across my yard, yeah, trying to get away, for the spotlight, come and chase you, away, running across my yard, trying to get away, for the spotlight, come and chase you, running across my yard, yeah, trying to get away, for the spotlight, come and chase you, running across my yard, trying to get away, for the spotlight, come and chase you, running across my yard, trying to get away, for the spotlight, come and chase you, running across my yard, trying to get away, for the spotlight, come and chase you, running across my yard, trying to get away, for the spotlight, come and chase you, running across my yard, trying to get away, for the spotlight, come and chase you, running across my yard, trying to get away, for the spotlight, come and chase you, running across my yard, trying to get away, for the spotlight, all the deep voices out of there, yeah. Cross my yard, yeah. You try to get away, yeah. That's right. You're trying to get away, been running across my yard. I see you, yeah, you're trying to get away. I see you through the spotlight, chase away. Don't come back today. I said, running across my yard, yeah. For the spotlight, running across my yard. Trying to get away from the spotlight. Running across my yard, trying to get away. Running across my yard. running across my yard.
So now we have a 90-minute version for me to review and edit down, or it may just be a 90-minute version. So, fam and friends, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for kicking it with me. Bex, Candace, Cheryl, Sid, Ernest. I guess I should ask if you enjoyed that. I hope you did. That was another live improvisation for you. We started it last night, late night. Oh, cool. Axe was jamming with me. That's so cool. Oh, my goodness. I hope to see you guys tomorrow. I will be live at 10 p.m. I will be getting FutureMark out in the morning. If you haven't followed me on TikTok yet, I started a new account. It's Live Time Traveler. And the other one is, I couldn't get this one because I had already picked Live Time Traveler, and you have to pick it for a month. And I'm like pissed that I picked Live Time Traveler, because then we thought of Back to the Future Mark the next day. So now I have Back to the Future Mark as well. I own it as a different account, so you can look me up on that. I don't have any followers except for the one that's doing Live Time Traveler has been getting some decent views. One of my videos actually got 10,000 views, guys. How about that? It went slight TikTok viral, like not really, but just a little bit. Which if Nacho's here, she can say if that's decent at all. I think it's at, I can quickly tell you. But I went from, 0 followers to 100, let's see, 158 in a couple days here. Which it's funny, I've had 412 followers for like 9 months. Doesn't ever change over on my other platform. I post stuff over there, nobody sees it. So at least we know we're getting seen over on this platform by changing the name to Live Time Traveler with nothing with Mark Pyers in it. When I put my name in, they shadow ban. I've realized that's what it is. I'm on a blacklist, I think, because of my Trumper impression. 10,400 views. Not bad, right? 692 likes. We could do better on that, guys. Come on. People are so picky for a like. I mean, are you serious? We dig for the fresh and new every day here. You can't chuckle a little bit and throw us a like. Share it with your friends. Let everybody know we're here at 10 p.m. every single night. Every night for the last 905 days, and tomorrow, that's right, day 906 in a row. So, until tomorrow, fam, Acts, Bex, Candace, Cheryl, Sid, and Ernest. And if you're here and you just can't say hello, or maybe you're doing your nails like Susan was earlier, yeah, you should watch the bit. Oh, that was a crazy bit. Now that I'm thinking about it, we did a lot of good stuff during that Time Traveler bit today. So I'll be dropping that for you tomorrow. Make sure you tune in. And remember, I'll say that again. And remember, if you are here tomorrow, then you've done something right. That's a FutureMark comment for you. And until tomorrow, fam, it's Mark Pyers. And it's Renaissance Man. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow.